type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch gears.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Watch out.
They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike 3.
Hey, Alabama. I got him.
Here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succo. And that makes the score 14-7. Kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Lance now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Snags it for the pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Shot before half for Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's throw there complete. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Two times.
On first down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jones, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Suckham, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Lance now to throw. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action, and here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lance going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll run on first down. Jones finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Jones. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And Gordon's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No quitting here.
0.
Steps away to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrating. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Brooks by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got a little down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let me go.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They didn't give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Tampa Bay, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track